fossil farms here in the apocalypse. Well, it is still hotter than 2 sticks of shit. So what do I like to do when it's hotter than 2 sticks of shit? Work till I'm soft and dripping wet, and then get in our pool. What some people like to call our cement pond. So, it's not as bad as it's been the last 2 days, but it's still hot. And so you're saying, but I don't have a pool. Well, I didn't have one either, but I do now. And have had for what, about 25 years, 25, 26 years. Okay, so where did this pool come from since I'm always broke? I built it. Me and my son built this pool when he was a little boy. So how did we do that? We dug a hole in the ground. As you can see, there's steps. There's actually a shallow spot here so the little kids can play. And there's steps that go all the way down in. I dug them in the dirt this way. And then the deep spot actually goes all the way to there. All right? I made it. Lisa, don't not look at the camera. Okay, I made this, and my idea was to make it look like a volcanic hot spring. So if little get out a little bit, look at the sides. Okay, so I dug the hole, and then I packed the dirt up to where I wanted the level of the outside above the ground. Then I bought a huge farm tarp for about 40 bucks. And then I lined it with chicken wire, which today would cost you probably $120. At the time, I think it cost us $50, right?
I think that's right.
And a lot of what I used wasn't new chicken wire. I used a lot of scraps and stuff I picked up from people. I put that over the tarp. Then I put a layer of concrete on about that thick.
That's about 1.5 inches for those of you who can't see.
About 1.5 inches. I put a layer of concrete in the entire thing and over the outside. And then on the inside, I then put a layer of masonry mix. I think we figured out, and I did it over time. So you say, well, why didn't you just go buy a cheap above ground pool? At the time we built it, a cheap above ground pool, believe it or not, that's one of those things that have gone down in price. So a cheap above ground pool cost about 250 bucks. Okay? Why did I just go do that? Because I think when we got all done, and the initial pump we put in, which was not the good one we have today, my son, the genius, helped us put this one in. A few years ago, when we were a little bit more flush, we went ahead and bought a regular pool pump and sand filter for it. Until then, that was what, about 7, 8 years ago?
Right.
Until then, we'd always just use sump pumps, and I had a filtration plant in there that it went through. So my son, the genius, put this in. But the initial pool cost me, with the original pump, $250, but not all at once, because it took me months to build it. So that's why the cement pond. My dad once made a pool for us when we were kids, and I made a pool for my son when he was a little boy, from the idea that my dad had, by just digging a hole in the ground and lining it with Visqueen, then filling it with water. And we played in that and played and played. So, seems a little frivolous to have a pool, but there's a lot of reasons to have a pool. One thing, unless you put salt water in it, which a lot of people want to use salt water because it's better for the environment and all that, better for your skin, blah, blah, blah. But when you use salt water, you can't drink it then. You'd have to desalinate it before you can drink it. If you use chlorine for your pool, which again, not the greatest thing in the world, but not the worst. And if you use chlorine, by simply boiling the water, you can drink it. You could feed it to the animals. You could do whatever you had to do. You could leave it alone, not put any chlorine in it, and in 2 weeks, it'd just be a pond. Okay, so one of the reasons that stuff like pools are important, especially people are finding this out now, is when you're broke all the time, you can't afford to go on vacation. A lot of people were already doing what they called staycations before this shit hit the fan with the pandemic. Okay? And for sure, right now, I'm seeing a wave of my friends building little oases in which they have vacations in their yard. Well, that's what we've created. This is just one of such features on our place. You'll see the rest of them as we do this. But I'm going to have Lynn pan around and show you some things, and I'll try to explain them. You've seen this before. This is the mulberry arbor. But what you have never seen probably is that it actually has seating. So you get out of the pool after a dump, you can sit here, you're in the shade, it's nice and cool, you're covered by a canopy of leaves. Okay, so what did this little feature cost? This little feature with the wood, with the wire, with the little planters, okay, cost maybe 25 bucks. Used a lot of reclaimed wood. This is actually as old as the pool, and so it's still good. I've had to do a couple of minor repairs on it, but not much. The muscadines I have growing on it, I actually grew from seed. So I didn't pay for the plants at all. And, hello, muscadine wine every fall. So, this is just one of the things you can do. A lot of people talking about going to the beach right now and whether it's safe or not. I love the ocean, I love the beach. A few years ago, I was at the beach and I noticed a feature that happens in the sand where you have the shells will mix up on the beach, and then there's little rivulets where the water runs back, the tide runs back. And damn it, Lynn! She dropped it, the whole thing, and I don't know where I was talking and what I was talking about when she dropped it. And as you know, every word that flows from my mouth is golden. Anyway, we were talking about building little oases of vacation land in your own yards. I love to go to the beach. A few years ago, I went to Orange Beach with my sister and brother-in-law, Tanya and Mark, and my mama. And so I wanted to kind of do a beach area in the pool yard. So I poured this out of cement, and I had noticed that the shells and things came up into the, along the beach edge, and then the water would, the tide, when it rolled back and forth, would make these little rivulets, and we would see those in the morning. So I tried to copy that. Okay, so, and among other things, so these are the shells that came from Orange Beach that year. And these little turtles, which I don't know if Lincoln's here or not, that I pressed down into the cement as well. That was a sandcastle mold that we found on the beach that somebody had left behind. And this particular little sandcastle, which is actually cement, also came off the beach that year. So it's just a way of remembering the beach and that fun time we had together. But it also gives us that little space in our yard that makes it memorable. And of course, you've seen the herb garden before. But a few years ago, we used to keep some lawn furniture out here that, frankly, one of my customers, when I used to clean houses, one of my customers threw these away because all the netting was gone, and I just put wood on them. And I made a little round table for an umbrella table out of the top of an electrical wire spool. Well, the electrical wire spool, it rotted, and the chairs kept blowing over in the wind. And I get tired of building things, and I like to build things with cement so I don't have to do them again. So if little pan over here, this is our pool yard furniture. Each one of these not only contains 6 bags of concrete mix, but it contains about 2 months of unburnable garbage. Hard plastics, metal that's not good for using, bottles that aren't good for using. These are full of that. So is the table. And then I just decorate them with glass hoo-haws, which I will show you how to do that at some later date, but that's just, you just press the glass hoo-haws into the cement. And these are about 15 years old? So as you can see, they hold up really, really well. And then if you'll pan down, this I made with, you can get it, it's a form that you can get at hardware stores that you just fill with concrete. The form cost, at the time I bought it, which is much more expensive now I'm sure, but at the time I bought it, it cost like 20 bucks. And certainly this many paving stones for this big an area would be much more than I have in this. And what I did was, as I was doing other projects, whatever cement I had left over, I would fill the molds. It took me, about 2 years? Just a little bit at a time. I did the area right around the pool first. But then I found out you don't actually have to have the mold, because around the pool, the mold wouldn't fit because it's round. So I just sculpted them in place, and that was just as easy as the mold. So, build your own paradise and have a good time with it. If little pan over here, you'll see we built this entire porch. There was no back porch. We built it, and what I mostly wanted to show you is that bench over there. That bench is literally built entirely out of parts that I got off jobs when I was doing remodeling. Yes, I've had every crap job known to man. But at any rate, I built that when I was doing remodeling. And you can see the back of it is made with just different little turnstiles, tops of fences, and other things. And it holds all our pool chemicals. So I'm going to have Lynn stand here and I'll show you. There's 3 doors across the front. Those doors were thrown away. Okay, so the doors actually cover up pictures. Okay, that I did for my grandson when he was little, so he could pretend to go different places and do different things. It's just kind of whimsical. He loves tigers, so that's what that's all about. But the chemicals are held here, but it's hard for the kids to get to them, and that's where the pool chemicals are. So, out of sight, out of mind. And again, I want to say, are you on my face? Well, yes. At least you're not looking at my ass this time. Yeah. I want to say, take the time. Sometimes it's, a lot of, especially in a survival situation, we get to the point where all we're doing is the things that are important just to get through the day, just to get by. Especially when you're gardening, when you're taking care of animals, it's a lot of work. Take a few moments every day to find your peaceful spot. Make you a peaceful spot where you can go and get away from the noise. This is especially true if you're living in the god-awful city. If you're living in the god-awful city, make yourself a place to get away from the noise. Until next time, don't do anything stupid. And by the way, you're damn lucky I have clothes on, because this is my pool and there's a fence all the way around it, and normally I don't wear clothes in the pool because it's just something I have to dry off. In fact, as soon as she turns this off, I'm taking my clothes off, and so the noise you'll probably hear at the end of this is Lynn screaming in terror as she runs into the house so she doesn't have to see it. Till next time, goodbye.